This is Year 6 Maths for Tuesday the 23rd of June, and the learning objective is I can use my knowledge of perimeter to solve problems. So first of all, have a think about what we mean by the perimeter of a shape. Pause the video while you have a think about what that means. The perimeter of a shape is the distance all the way around the outside. For example, this is a regular octagon and each side measures 7 centimetres. If it's a regular shape, I know that each side measures the same length. So it's an octagon, there are 8 sides and each of those 8 sides measures 7 centimetres. Pause the video while you work out what the perimeter of this shape must be. The perimeter of the shape is 8 times 7 centimetres, which is 56 centimetres. Now here's a regular hexagon, and the perimeter is 54 centimetres. If we know that the total perimeter is 54 centimetres, how long is each side? Pause the video while you try to work it out. 54 divided by 6 is 9 centimetres, so each side of the hexagon is 9 centimetres long. Now we're going to move on to using our knowledge of perimeters to solve a problem. Let's have a read through. It's called Shapes on the Playground. Sally and Ben went outside the school to draw some very large shapes on the tarmac. None of the shapes they drew shared any sides with any other shape. They were all drawn separately, although some small shapes were inside larger shapes. The children each had a box of 10 sticks of chalk. Each stick drew 10 metres before it was quite worn away. They both drew shapes with all sides 1 metre long. Sally drew squares and octagons, 16 shapes altogether, and used up all of her chalk. How many of each shape did she draw? Ben drew triangles, hexagons and squares. He drew 20 shapes and still had 2 sticks of chalk left. How many of each shape did he draw? So let's start to think about how to solve this problem. If there are 10 sticks of chalk and they can each draw 10 metres, how far can they draw in total? Pause the video while you try to work it out. So 10 times 10 metres is 100 metres. They can both draw 100 metres in total. It says that Sally drew 16 shapes altogether and used up all of her chalk. So what's the total perimeter of all of Sally's shapes? Pause the video while you have a think. And you can also think about the perimeter of each square she drew if shapes all have sides 1 metre long. And also, what about the perimeter of each octagon that she drew? So if Sally used up all of her chalk, the total perimeter of all of her shapes must be 100 metres. And if the side of each square is each shape is 1 metre, then the perimeter of the square, each square she draws, is 4 metres, and the perimeter of each octagon she draws must be 8 metres. Now have a think about how you could use your times table knowledge to work out how many of each shape she drew. Pause the video while you have a think. So you're looking for a multiple of 4 that when you add it to a multiple of 8 equals a total of 100. And you also know that Sally drew 16 shapes in total. So your task today is to create a poster to show your solution to this problem. Try to use diagrams and drawings to explain your thinking. There's a solution on the website so you can check how you got on, and if you're confident working through the problem for Sally, then you can move on to working out how many shapes Ben drew as well.